In this video, I'm going to show you how to gain the attention of the big brands. There's a strategy to it, and it helped me gain over $100,000. Profit. Attracting the big brands is kind of a science, and one of the mistakes I made as a young designer is not branding myself a bit more. I've spent so many years creating for others that I never really focused on fully creating for myself. I used to get comments all the time about, do you still do that graphic thing? Until I actually changed my social media so that people can see exactly what they needed to see right away. So I created this strategy, and I call it the speak, yell, scream method. Let me break this down for you. So in the speak phase, all I wanted to do was post a few photos of me and a few photos of my creativity. So the goal here is just to reintroduce yourself. So I didn't post much about college parties or the different things that I was doing, just a random poses. It was much more about just showing me with a little bit of creativity. In the yell phase, I posted less about me and more about actually what I do. This is where I just want to be a little bit bolder. I wanted to show some color and some bold text. This is a way of psychologically getting people to understand that I know what I'm talking about. Even if they're not watching every single thing, they're remembering, oh, that's the guy that's posting those yellow photos. This is where I started to see an uptrend in interest. And I'm not saying interest as far as follows and different things like that. I think I did go from like 1,000 followers to maybe 5,000 at the time. But the real interests are the big brands. 90% of the time when a big brand reaches out to me, they ask me my responsibilities on projects in my portfolio and not, can I see your portfolio? So it's not about having this big following, it's about having the correct following. So a key thing to know here is be intentional. When you act with intention, you start to gain attention. The last phase is the screen phase. Now you're getting loud about what you do. This is not only where I'm posting my art, but I'm showing the breakdown. This is like if I was a singer. Instead of me just posting videos of me singing, now I'm showing you how to sing. So I'm giving you lessons. And this is a good thing for people who are looking to work with you. At the end of the yell phase and into the screen phase, this is where everything changed for me. This is where I got most of my attention. Now I'm talking Netflix, Puma, YSL, Earn Your Leisure, Showtime. All of these different brands have started reaching out, and even brands I've never heard of before. You start to realize that brands are always looking for the next talented person. So chances are they've seen your profile, and all you have to do is stand out. For a while, I was stuck around about 70 grand a year, but once these companies started reaching out, obviously my income jumped. So the first time I made 6 figures in a year was also the first time that I had 6 figures profit in a year. I'll make a separate video on how I kind of stack my projects to get to that point. But if you want to command higher income, you have to master these 3 things. Number 1 is simple, and it's perfecting your craft. You have to put the time in. I believe repetition is reputation. So the things you do early and often are going to be the things you're eventually known for. Number 2 is rounding out your skill set. This is a mistake I see often, but if you only have one trick up your sleeve, you're going to get attention for it and you're going to get paid for it. But when other companies ask for other things that you do, you should be able to point to those in your resume, even if you don't show them online. Number 3, which I was already talking about, is you have to show your work. Whether you're looking for a job or a client, companies are looking for leaders. If you know how to get to an endpoint, they're going to give you more money and more responsibility. Getting a potential client's attention is one thing, but it's different when you're bringing in leads that are actually going to help you decipher who to work with. Receiving multiple DMs and messages, it can be a headache even if you have a team member that's handling that. My way around that was to add a second tier of contact to my social media. The second way to add a tier is to simply add a contact form. Major brands that are willing to work with you have already scouted you out and already know exactly what they want from you. This means checking your IG, Facebook, if it's available, website, and portfolio, and then they're going to reach out. Now, the most important part of this contact form is an estimated budget, and make this line mandatory to actually fill in. This way, by the time you get a warm lead from a bigger brand or someone who's willing to spend money with you, you know that they've scouted you because they went to that second tier, you know exactly what they want, and you have an estimated budget. Just want to let you know, in the description, I have a checklist for the 5 questions you need to ask yourself about your social media, and it's completely free. All right, let's get back to the video. This strategy has really helped me in my career, so hopefully it helps in yours as well. If you found some value in this video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell. I'm going to continue to drop videos and do my part, so I hope you guys enjoy this journey with me. But that's all I got today. It's Jay.